Nose goes.
I'm out.
I'm also out. I think the DM should.
Yeah. Oh, I should, huh? Nobody.
Oh, yes.
Nobody wants
Yes,
that
give the DM
inspiration.
inspiration to make us cry.
I mean,
That's
I
exactly
guess-
what you want.
I guess I could.
Okay.
Ooh.
Although my notes are somewhat lacking.
That's
Let's
okay.
see.
It's
Are
been
we
a long
ready?
time for all of us. Yeah.
Okay. So, last time on Duties and Diversions, we all played Common Ball. It was a pretty fun match. We had some really honorable players on the other team. And we won the first round easily, hands down. But then, strangely enough, there was an issue with the cannons, and they started double firing, and only firing at our team. Beck, of course, went to check it out, and I guess he thinks it's okay because he kept waving to us from off the arena, but, you know, the cannons kept misfiring, and more than one of them started to pick up on the trend and just pummel us with dodgeballs, which was a little hard to get around, but somehow, miraculously even, we won the second round too, which means we get to move on to the next event. Hooray! It was kind of tough there at the end. I got absolutely demolished by several dodgeballs and flew up into the audience, up into the seats. Where the
What is 16 times 5 feet?
Something
80
ridiculous.
feet launched into the stands.
Yeah, right into the evil red team. That was fun. And Pew kind of got squished as well. She's over here in the infirmary with me. I don't know what Beck and the Gidon are doing. And I haven't seen Puru recently, but I think he's okay. We're all kind of scattered right now. That's about where we are.
Very good. I'll get you that inspiration.
Yay!
Right.
Okay.
See, we have a couple of people viewing. Does somebody want to stream that? I can't do both.
I
I
can
do as
do
well.
it in just a minute.
would, but my brain is always distracted,
You're fine.
so I would forget that I'm streaming, and I would just let it sit in one spot.
I can do it as well.
Okay. That way, people have something to look at. Okie dokie. Well, with that, let's see. You guys are over here sniffing around. Let's actually, for a second, focus in over here on Puru. As the contest comes to an end and your team is declared the victor, Pori is super excited and dancing around you. And what are you up to?
I guess at the moment just spending time with Perry because none of his teammates have told him what is going on. And obviously, he obviously was paying attention to the game after he got knocked out. Yes, yeah. But even then, he didn't see the double balls and all that.
Nice, definitely paying attention. But you won.
Yeah.
Lori, after a little while, dancing, jumping, being very excited around you, she'll suddenly get kind of serious. Puru, there's only 2 more of these contests before the end, and your team seems strong.
Yes.
What are you planning to wish for when you win?
Hmm. I'll be honest, I have had several thoughts cross through my head, but I haven't necessarily settled on one. Is there something you're particularly wanting?
Well, no, I was just curious because now it seems like more likely that you'll be winning in the end. Anyway, I did have to. I will admit I am maybe a little worried. I've been seeing you do your plans. You've been writing a lot in the living room, and how serious are you about, and she'll look up over at these people as they're starting to pack up, and she waits for them to pack up and leave before continuing. The swords.
I know what that. Honestly, I don't know.
So
only one of the greats. Wait, it was what, Chiral blades?
yeah,
Or what? Yeah.
the car.
The only one of the great Chiral blades is to mean you are somebody important. A king. And our king has 3. And I don't know if I would be fit for kingship, but having one makes one important.
So you would just take one?
Maybe.
That's not how they're passed on. At least not in the old stories. People fight for those. There's a challenge.
Yeah, so I think we've seen what our king is capable of. Because I believe we've seen the king, at least to my knowledge, in character. We saw the king fight recently in the tree or something.
Uh-huh.
He is quite strong. But not all the battles are won by physical measure. Maybe the traditional way is to win them. But him? I am not confident whatsoever in any sort of fight with him.
Well, he's practically a god, so we've seen him fight. At least in that last the fight in the town. Couldn't even see him half the time. Or his opponent. If you were to succeed, if you were to pull it off, and you were to go in there and manage to make away with one of his prized swords, you know he's coming after you, right?
I know. And I know there's a lot to lose if I were to succeed, if I were to not succeed or succeed regardless. I mean, that's why. Like I said, I'm just thinking. I think it's a great puzzle in my head.
I care about the future and us, and do you even have plans of where you would go? If you managed to take a sword, if you went to be a king, where would you be the king of? Rubrandi? Somewhere else?
I don't know. But that's the exciting thing about it. Sure, it's foolish. It is quite foolish to not have plans after the fact, but just the story, if anything, would most certainly be passed on. I guess that's what I'm hoping for.
Make an insight check. Yep, you just keep talking.
We common have. Well, we think it's full of lives, but compared to those that came from the sea of stars, the humans and the Maganis, they live far longer than us typically. So the only thing that we really have of the old is the stories. Hell, even our great kingdoms of old are practically gone now because of the Maganis. I guess
Quieter. Like she really quiets down and kind of stares off into the distance over the edge of the parapet. Furu,
yes.
you always seem to know so much about so many things. I need you to think about what happens next. Like, really think about it. Like, really, really think about it.
Yes, really think.
Because I'm not excited about the prospect of wandering around homeless. And she'll just start walking. If you need me, I'll be at home. Meanwhile, all the way over here, Cup.
Eh?
And I suppose Bojo, because you're near enough now. Make me a survival check. Actually, no. Not survival. This is perception. Because your
A
survival
perception
checks, your survival checks failed last session, but perception check, yes. Wow.
You
Damn.
cursed it. That's so rough. Oh no!
Okay,
Both
so Cup is incredibly focused on her quarry, which has eluded her, as she was following the scent of a supposed villain over this way before he got masked in the crowd. But Bojo, as you're walking up, you notice a scent. Even with your lack of true attention to it, you do notice a scent. It is a strong scent, and it is a very recognizable scent. You smell blood. And it's coming from this direction. It leads out the door of the stadium.
Bojo is a little bit worried, but he tries to hold his composure. And he tells back that he's gonna investigate and go this direction.
Beck will follow.
Okay. Who all is going with Beck and Bojo?
Me.
Okay. Alright. Well, okay. Give me one moment. I've got to prepare a couple of things. And let me see here.
I'll be back to go talk to the medics later. I haven't forgotten I got Sparta kicked and then yeeted off, so...
Yes, gotta prep a couple of things. Okie dokie. And let's see, I need a Bojo. I need a Beck. And Beck, you have your little critter with you.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give it a token for this map just yet.
Oh, all good.
Okay. Let's see here. Alright. Let me know when you're loaded. Don't zoom out. Try and stay zoomed in if you can.
I'm at 98.
Same.
Okay.
It's a powerful 98.
I'm
The
in.
last
Alright.
the last 2% are too hard.
Yeah. Gotta
Ben.
push. Alrighty.
Guys, I'm scared.
I'm still
Be not
rolling.
afraid.
Okay.
I am afraid there's blood.
Ah, delicious. Scrumptious.
I just wanted to talk to our captain, guys.
It's fine. You're fine.
Ooh. New map.
New map. This is just outside the stadium. This would be where people would go for snacks and things. And the map is active, so do as you will.
I'll try to follow the scent that I caught.
It's definitely very strong now and heads off in this direction. But you can also see it on the stones and on the paving.
I make a gesture to come follow me. Like, and I creeping forward to see what it's all about.
Let's stay back because he's loud.
As you get to here, Bojo, ahead on these steps, you'll see someone. Oops, hang on.
Can I investigate from this spot?
Yeah. Roll me an investigation.
Like to see like what's Rihanna?
That person up ahead, their clothes are stained with blood, and their blood runs down the steps.
Bruh. It's not Gideon rolls for the day.
No, they're terrible right now. Ooh. Maybe they'll get better. But yeah, you
Okay.
can't really tell much without getting closer.
Okay, do I see anyone else like around?
Let's see, you see that there's more blood going off in this direction. There do not seem to be any people. There's a sound of people in the distance. There's a sound of people back towards the stadium. As people are starting to shuffle out of it and go back to their homes. But these streets are ominously quiet.
I come closer.
As you approach,
Yes.
you hear a quiet groan. He's alive. Barely.
Do you hear me? What happened?
He doesn't react. He appears to be unconscious.
Kappa's gonna kind of slowly reach over her claw and kind of cup her fist and poke him.
Okay.
And she'll make like
Um,
a soft, curious chitter as she crawls onto the stairs and kind of leans over him.
Bojo tries to like remove the claw from
Oh
him.
no, she's not stabbing him.
She's
It's
just
like
poking. Just
she's
a poke.
like with her fist. She's poking him with her fist.
Yeah, like, but Bojo is like, after the last session, like the last game, he's like not very trustful to Cap.
Ooh. Rightfully so.
He just tried
Yeah,
to
it's-
maul a guy during a dodgeball game, yeah.
Yeah, so
Cup kind
He's
of gives
not-
him like a sharp glare as she gives like an annoyed chitter and removes her hand.
Beck, this young man is severely injured. He has been he has been slashed and cut at, and it seems to have been brutal. Not very controlled, just way overkill. Most of his damage seems to come from one strike, maybe two.
Can I stabilize him?
You can. He is now stable. You get him, and he breathes a little more easily. He does not react to being poked. He's out.
I have any spell slots left? Man.
What do you do?
Okay, he's stable. But we need him to live because we need to know who attacked him. Heckity heck.
Perhaps we should bring him over to the medical bay where all the other people were.
Everybody make me a perception check.
I don't like that at all.
Oh god, where's my perception? There it is. Hey, look at that.
hey,
You
Finally.
hear a faint groan and a grumble in this direction. As you follow the blood trail, you will see two people.
Eh?
oh no,
Oh my god.
Mr. Sparkle.
Mr. Sparkle!
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
You
Talon as well.
recognize both of these people as members of one of the first teams that you've encountered in your games. They both appear to be unconscious. Talon, his cowboy hat over here in the dirt, is just surrounded by bloody crates. There's splashes of blood in every direction. He clearly took several hits before he finally went down.
Kappa's gonna try to mimic what Beck was doing with stabilizing. She's not really quite sure what he did, but she's gonna try to mimic it.
Okay, make me a medicine check. Yeah,
Accurate.
he's
Don't
still,
kill him!
he's still there bleeding out.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Could you actually go get the medics here? I don't think it's safe to move them.
Couple
Yeah.
nod. You two stay here. I don't want.
Mhm.
What if they're still there?
Talon will start to move.
You okay, friend?
He'll look at you. At first, not recognizing. No. Nah, where did he go?
Talon, lay down! Lay down! You're bleeding! Lay down! Don't move.
No, we have
Stop
to,
moving.
We have to find him.
You're not gonna find him. You gotta stop moving. You gotta stop moving. You can't help anyone if you're dead, okay? Lay down.
He'll kind of
you're good.
sit on a whoops. He'll kind of sit on a box. We have to find them.
He's moving too much. He's moving too much. He's just laying back panicking.
Cup will kind of skitter over, and she will grab him by the shoulders and lean on him, kind of making him sit down again.
He's like 3 times your height.
I know, but I'm also 800 pounds.
Oh.
Cup, stop. Cup, stop.
City.
She's
Stop.
on a
Go
box.
get the medic.
His shoulders.
She's on a box
Go
like
get
that. Get down.
Yeah.
Beck just sees Cup trying to get near the body, like Talon, and Beck's just like, no, stop. Like he genuinely does not trust Cup to touch these people while they are near death.
Cup will give a glance over to Beck and a glance over to Bojo. And she will give, she'll kind of an annoyed chitter.
Go get the medics, please, Cup.
No, he's bleeding.
Okay, Cup's gonna skitter away.
You have to find him. He was so strong for just a little guy.
The blue guy. Do you think it could have been the one Brett? Looking to Bojo. The one that we fought.
I'm not sure even he's gonna be beating 3 guys at the same time. We don't even know if it's only 3 people. Maybe it's more.
No, he was one of the team leaders.
The captain was gone when I looked over there.
He was
He's a
one of the
murderer.
team leaders, and there was chanting or something over that way. And
bro.
he will pass out.
Do these 2 look stable, or are they in the throes of dying?
This one is stable. Talon is not.
Oh no.
Okay,
No, he's not moving.
I'll try to help.
Yeah.
Medicine.
Yeah, roll it
Do I
again.
roll or?
Roll it
Roll it
again
again?
in case you crit.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Those hands!
He is stable. As Bojo uses his fancy glove hands to patch him up. He is stable, but he's not going anywhere soon. As he pointed in this direction, you will see some kind of ritual circle. And as you get close enough... Oops.
Oh.
I told
Oh
you!
no.
You guys said I was crazy! I knew it!
Okay, I'm gonna move Cup back over there. I just want to see what's going on. Because I can't see.
Hang on. Oh.
No, I'm just moving Cup over so I can...
Yeah.
I want to see who's there. Oh god.
Oh no.
Alright, back to my spot.
Where had you gone? Oh, you were going over there. I see. Okay.
We need to call someone immediately. We need to call the police, the guards.
As this guy kind of comes around the corner. Dang it. Bishop, yeah. I was too late.
This guy. I don't know this guy.
Let me show his art because he is a new guy. You see, this person.
I've seen this one before.
As he approaches the dead body of Pitha and tries to do anything he can.
Does he try to heal him, like revive?
He appears to be attempting to look over his wounds or patch him up or something. Roll me a perception check as well.
Yeah, I want to understand his mental state of the person.
Despite being from another culture entirely, you do recognize tears when you see them. This man is
Good.
incredibly full of grief as he mourns a dead friend.
Back. I'll try to look around in case they're still here.
Beck just kind of grabs your shoulder. He's like, no, we need to protect the witnesses until help comes. I'd rather you not get into a fight with whoever's doing this when he just took on a team. And Beck's hand is shaking on your shoulder. Like, you feel him kind of grip a little bit tighter, as in, he doesn't want you going too far off and having anything like this happen to you.
Okay, I won't go too far. I'll be right here.
Alright.
I'll be like walking around the circle, like looking around just in case.
Okay. It does not appear that this guy notices you doing this at all. He's simply weeping into Kata's shirt. Meanwhile, down here, Miss Cup, what are you up to? As you have just walked away from the crime scene.
Cup's running. Not walking. She's running.
Where is she running to?
Back where they came. Back to the stadium.
Okay. Running to the stadium. Who are you looking for? What are you doing there?
I'm trying to look for the medical team over at the stadium. And I'm gonna drag them
by
back.
them.
Huh?
Cupper would remember walking by them when Beck was coming.
Yeah, so Cup's gonna go look for the medical team that she walked by.
Okay. Let me grab them. I imagine you'll be...
Kyu and Akogi were there, weren't they?
Yes,
as
they
well?
were right there next to them. Would Pew and Akogi come if they overheard?
Akogi definitely would. She's a cleric. This is her duty.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Of course, happy to help.
Let me see here then. Okay. In that case, let me grab some people. We need Courtney, we need Laura, and they've got Loose Scale with them. Powery's daughter would also over here because she's pretty close. And she would come as well. Okay. As Cup fetches them, they're all here.
Is Puru here? He wrote a
Puru
while
went
back.
home.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, he's going after the girl.
He's going after the girl. He knows what's important.
Cup, slow down. What exactly did you see?
Cup is like frantically chittering and she's throwing up her arms and she takes a really big breath. There is bleeding. There's 3 people bleeding.
Okay.
Over this way.
Okay, show us.
Lead on.
Cup will quickly skitter. You can tell that her quills are raised. Her fur is on end. She's not normally this scared. She kind of like slowly leisures and peeks around the corner and points to the 3 individuals here. She doesn't know about this guy yet.
Is there anything off on the vibes in this area?
The vibes are ominous. Make me... Wait, you're a speaker, aren't you? I think everybody in this party
The
that
one
are
with
thought
the
speakers
feelings.
are either speakers or a blocker. No listeners. Big
Yeah,
sad.
no listeners.
Okay.
Mm.
As
One
you
day, I'll
kind
find
of
a way.
Where is that written out, or?
as you stop along the path, you it was early when we were character building.
Ah, good.
As you slow down, Courtney will stop and look back at you. What's wrong?
Things kind of feel wrong. Sorry. Let's not get separated.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
she will follow Cor. Like, Pew just sort of has, like, a moment of, like, stopping and looking around to add to the extra creepiness, I suppose.
the vibes are definitely creepy. Anyone who is a thought speaker, and that's the majority of you, I believe, make me a thought speaker check. This is going to be a d20 plus your level.
What level are we?
3?
Level 3, yeah. Okay. Okay, so 2 of you passed the basic, 1 of you passed the advanced. So, okay, so Puyu, Beck, both of you can feel that something is wrong. There's definitely the feeling of... you recognize the feeling of when a thought speaker touches your mind. When somebody's reading you, or trying to speak to you, or blocking you, etc. There's a vibe of being brushed up against, And this whole area feels that way, which is not normal.
Ooh.
The whole area feels like you're being brushed against by the ghost of a mind. A Kogi, it's a weirder feeling for you as you're a little more in tune as you approach one of the people that are downed. You get that same feeling of being brushed against by a mind, but over in this direction, it feels like there was a clash. Like 2 minds smashed against each other.
Is it a mind I have felt before, like someone I've spoken to before, or like when I fought the Maganis and felt their minds, or anything like that?
One of the minds, with that 22, I'll give you this, yeah. One of the minds does distinctly feel like Ptah. And the other is a stranger to you, but is incredibly aggressive. You don't know that you've ever touched minds with that one. And as you walk over here, you will see that he's here, and there's this man sobbing into his shirt, and Beck and Bojo standing the perimeter.
I will go up and see if there's anything I can do.
Make me a medicine check.
Yes, hold on. I've lost my HUD, so I have to find. There we go.
Okay. He's very dead.
He's very dead. Oh my god.
But not only is he very dead, it's not super clear at first, especially because this sobbing man just won't get out of the way. But it seems like some of the wounds were made after he was down. Beck, right behind you, Doro will walk up and gasp. both hands to her mouth.
And
He's gonna turn and block the view and kind of like just give a soft don't look.
But she'll kind of turn.
Akogi will put her hand on the sobbing guy's shoulder.
No.
He'll kind of look up.
Hmm.
I couldn't stop him. I tried.
Did you see who it was?
Yes, it was that moon blasted. What is his name? The Shayan, I think. I haven't spoken to him very much, but he was declaring his name during some kind of ritual.
Hmm. So, this is a ritual, you say?
It must be some kind. It is the symbol of the seventh claw, and he's killing people. I imagine it has something to do.
Can I roll a religion check?
You may. Okay.
This is so freaking cool. I love this.
As you stand here next to Pita and this sobbing friend in the middle of a circle of the seventh claw, drawn in blood, Pita's blood, you recognize this as a ritual of the seventh claw's exalting. You're not completely familiar with how it works or what it is exactly, but you do know that the particular cult, faction, sect, whatever you want to call it, believes that there are 7 other yous throughout the world, and if you can find them and kill them, you can absorb their power.
Mm.
Supposedly. You also know that there's way too many people who believe this for it to be completely silly nonsense.
Still, such a sad waste of life for not following the moons.
You're a priest?
Yes.
Can you help him? Can you do something?
I'm sorry. We were too late. He is already gone. I can, of course, offer a prayer. Or perhaps, if the family would allow, I could be the one to bless his passing when we give him back to the earth, you know. I've done that before, here in Rubrandi.
Daoro will step up, pushing
The
through
fight.
her.
But Kogi will make space for her.
She'll kind of walk up and kneel. There are no tears. She is serious as a stone as she puts a hand on her father's shoulder and looks up at Akogi. Not here.
Well, of course not.
I have to take him to his tree. I have to claim it.
Go quickly, but go safely.
We should send you with other people so you're not alone. They're probably expecting you to go.
I can't neglect the team. you'll need training. The mount race is next, and I don't know if any of you know how to ride a mount.
The tournament is not important right now, Daoro. Pita is. Your family is.
It was important to him.
Well, yes, and you wouldn't want to go against his wishes, but we're also all capable enough to find others to train with. I've ridden Nibbles before. And she stands there, kind of proud of herself. Maybe not quite the same as in a race, but perhaps Puffy would be able to give us a few tips. And the obstacle course, I'm sure we could find someone to give us training, since you obviously have pressing matters.
Kazrin will pipe up. Nibbles. You're speaking of that Jackson, what is his?
Parfait.
Parfait! You're speaking of him and his... Ugh. Do not...
Well,
I insist. I was actually coming to meet with Peta for mount training. He knew that probably none of you knew how to ride one, and I happened to be a breeder. I had mounts picked out for you and everything, and I was going to meet with him, and this is how I find him. But no, I must go also to the funeral. I'm going to the tree.
Oro, how close is your family's tree?
If we're riding, 2 days.
Well, when is the race?
We have a week. So
Then
realistically, I could go and then be there and come back, but...
Well, hold on.
Beck puts up a hand. Beck puts up a hand to see if he can catch any of their attention.
Akogi will notice.
Mm-hmm.
I am assuming this is an unprecedented... And he gestures to the ring around everyone. Maybe we can ask the advisor and the king if they would allow us time to mourn in peace and postpone the next event. Especially since one of the teams is currently engaged in this affair. I saw him. He wasn't with his team at the end of the tournament.
Maybe. But if they deny it, at least we can get riding training in while we ride to your family's tree, to the funeral, perform the rites, and then ride back, yes?
That's an idea. Kazrin smiles.
But I think we should try Beck's idea as well. Just so that the counselors and the king are made aware. Beck, you realize this is not necessarily unheard of. It's an unfortunate religion that people follow, but
it's a captain of one of the teams, Akogi. I don't think they would want us to continue without giving our final piece to our fallen comrade.
That's not what I meant. But yes, I understand.
Maybe if we speak with the advisor, he might give us some extra time, just in case. Traveling the Barren White is not the safest thing in the world, I suppose.
Beck shakes his head. I won't be leaving the city.
Well, you can't stay here on your own, Beck.
He just looks at Akogi.
Why can't he? He lives here.
As he said, we are deeply involved. If they came after the leader, there is a chance that they would also come after us, since we have found him here.
You don't think they'd try and murder him while we were gone?
I'm unsure who exactly is to blame entirely. Sheon, I don't really remember who that might be, but I wouldn't put it past
He's the leader
this
of the
cult.
7th Claw team.
Ah, the red ones.
Yes.
Oh no, then definitely they would most certainly
the
try.
ones your party affectionately deems the red team.
We happen to have an ongoing rivalry with them, in fact, and the looks that they gave me after the common ball game were quite.
They were the ones that designed the cannons to go haywire. So, yeah.
There's something
And-
more going on here. They don't want you to win. They must
Well-
think that you have a high probability of doing so.
Then, if that's the case, leaving anyone alone in the city would be a danger, but also perhaps going to your family's tree could be a danger as well. Because that would be the next logical move they would expect of us.
Tesrin will speak up as he sees the Gidon standing next to him calmly. Is he with you?
Yep, he's part of the team.
Ah, well,
Yes.
if you're traveling with Gidon, I'm sure you'll be fine. Though, I suspect, have you ever tried to ride a Kyriakodon?
Yes, one time.
How did that go?
I was like clinging so hard to shell.
Yeah. Okay. This is going to be complicated, but we can try. But at the same time, you will have this. You are safe. They know the lands. They've seen them travel straight through forests, completely unharmed.
Yes, I'm
Doesn't
just
mean I want to leave. That doesn't make me feel any safer.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just thinking like separating from each other is not a safe idea because we need to at least make sure that there will be no other kills and harms to other people. Maybe they will be targeting civilians and to I don't know, maybe lure us to potential trap.
Yes, Bojo is correct. No one's going to force you to leave here. If you want to stay, that's fine, but I think he's right. Anyone being left behind could be targeted.
He just cross his arms and mumble something and turn around. He doesn't want to think about it.
Alternatively, and this may be an important note, Sheon wants my father's tree. It's currently unclaimed, which is why I have to go. There's a chance that the red team will be heading that way as well. It's
Well.
risky, but clearly they are not opposed to risky business.
They want to claim the tree to have.
Well, yes. You can't start your own city without a tree. Rubrandi is a tree, Lavo is a tree. Common tend to congregate in large trees. Our tree is not very big yet. It's probably about a quarter of the size of Rubrandi. But eventually, it will be, and maybe we'll start something there, but we can't without claiming it.
I think if we can postpone the tournament and like make sure that the order is safe, maybe we can come back and have some time for training and continue.
So I suppose we'll do that next. I am going to make sure that he is prepared for the journey. But I would like to leave as soon as possible. So, when you are ready, meet up with me at the stables. Tezrin, prepare us some mounts, and we'll go from there.
Do we have any way to record evidence? I can't just walk up and have
Oh,
the advisor trust my word on this.
yeah. Hold
I
on
mean-
just a second.
Don't we have witnesses? We have like other medics that
Well,
can,
they probably
let's say,
won't
work.
wake up for a while, Bojo. They've been severely hurt.
Yeah, but I mean the medics,
I
the
can
medic
go.
group.
Yeah. Also, the doctors over here are definitely tending to all these guys and have been the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yes, just waiting for a moment where
Yeah.
we walk up, we peer up, and
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
give them a moment.
Yeah, we're giving them a moment. They're
as we're
here.
looking.
Yeah, I guess
Blue Scale
they'll
follows
be
quietly
kind of like
behind.
witnesses, and they'll help the case.
Is Scale doing okay?
He seems inordinately calm.
Hmm. Okay.
I'll
She
try
doesn't have much
to.
medicine, so she's kind of feeling out the weird thought speakeriness
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the street.
It is pretty weird. There are people, blood everywhere.
I'll try to move Rihanna closer to medics.
Okay.
Closer to group.
I'll put him over here. Yeah. Good. As all three of them are gathered and they're being tended to. Good.
What's the name of that other group?
Which one?
Which one?
The one that we went against in the tournament.
Oh, let's see here. The F-Ear team.
The F-Ear team. Beck's gonna tell Daoro that the F-Ear team also has bones to pick with the red team, so if she needs, like, probably bodyguards or something to protect her before she leaves, just in case they try to jump her, he's gonna refer her to them.
That's a good idea. And so, she will pack up Pita.
Before you move him, if I may, if you'll kindly step out of the circle, I will gather that evidence Beck wished. You're moving him.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
I'll put him right back. Puts the blood back, right here.
Oh my god! Can I watch what Akogi does?
yeah, if you want to. So Akogi will take her pack, and in essence, she will scan the area, but instead of like dematerializing everything into her pack, it will instead take more of what's a blueprint of what the pack has scanned. So she's taking a picture with her phone.
Yeah,
But
she makes a 3D model.
yeah, it's basically a 3D scan, and then she'll say, "Did you need me to take pictures of the others? I suppose." Or is this good enough?
He
Beck?
just looks at Akogi like, how come he never thought about that? Like,
This takes approximately 10 minutes.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
There are-
probably. Yeah, we should.
Okay, I will scan the area. I suppose there's. I'll show you some of my other pictures sometimes. I've got some good ones of my kits, and my well, used to be husband.
What used to be? I just look surprised.
As they're over here scanning for 10 minutes, are you doing anything, Cup?
Yes. Yeah.
Cup is just kind of, she's sitting down, taking in everything, letting everyone do everything else around her.
We will whisper. It feels really weird here, Scale. Do you feel that?
He'll kind of pause for a second as you whisper to him. No. No feelings.
And she'll tap the beads and tilt the head and look around like... sorry. She taps his beads and
his
looks
beads.
around. Yes.
He'll kind of look around, seeming to increase in nervousness as he belatedly, very slowly starts to realize that everyone here is nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Bad things.
Mm-hmm. Do you know where?
He'll kind of point in that direction.
Mm-hmm. And
It's like a tree.
maybe with him.
It's like leaves. Leaves and branches.
I
2 scales
never...
on a beast.
What are the 2 parts? Pew really tries to understand what she can of the tree metaphor. Not really
2
understanding.
leaves. Every leaf the same. All scales, all leaves. Same. All the same. All one part of one.
Pew, you will slow down, and she can't listen, but she will be watching him and puzzling as he rambles.
He'll just kind of stand rigidly still.
Can we hear him? Like, is he talking loud enough to be heard, or are you two just like whispering to each other?
He kind of mumbles. He's kind of quiet. And from over there, you can see that Pew and Scale are whispering / mumbling to each other, but it's not really clear what they're saying.
Pew is... You see. You're afraid of the trees, and you... What happened with the tree?
He'll glance at your eyes and then avert them. Yes.
And she will let that sit and let things move on, as she will start fiddling with her crafts and making a doing a starter for a ribbon. As this place is creepy.
Beck's gonna walk up to Puyu because he doesn't recognize Scale, so he thinks it's someone else who got hurt in the aftermath of what happened.
As you do, you do catch the last bit. Are you scared of trees? And he's like, yes. And then you walk up. Oh boy, you have walked within 5 feet of loose Scale. Let me pull out some notes real quick.
Oh no!
Oh, time to do some DM stuff. Let's see here.
Oh.
Dang it, you gotta do DM stuff. Shucks.
Oh, shucks, making me work.
I'm here to
Damn it.
help him be calm.
Okay,
Poor Pew just isn't smart enough.
Let me see here.
So this is a bad time to catch Beck unawares of any
Oh yeah, where?
Sonic shenanigans.
Alright,
Yeah, and I guess then, if we can, right before this,
sure.
because he said yes, it was the tree. She'll sort of ask as he's looking away. I don't think you're talking about the trees we live in, are you?
He'll kind of
And-
start to get really fidgety. Like his hands are shaking, and his tail kind of swishes kind of aggressively, and he won't make eye contact at that. But as Beck walks up,
Mm-hmm.
he immediately calms down completely. And he looks at you, and he looks at you. And then he sits.
And we'll sit too.
Interrupting something.
He seems
Beck looks-
to be...
Dodging the question.
He seems to be completely calm for a second as he sits and you walk up. And then as you speak, he immediately clutches his head. And yells,
Oh,
"Ah!
no, oh.
I need to focus."
Shh.
Okay, so here's basically what has just happened. A blocker, Thought Speaker, has just walked within 5 feet of Loose Scale. He is, currently connected to, everybody in this tree.
Oh.
You can ask him 3 questions. Technically, you can ask me 3 questions, and I can tell you anything that anybody knows within the tree of Rubrandi.
Oh wow. That's some
So-
good stuff right there, Crow. You better choose wisely.
Sick.
I don't want any part of this! Beck,
Yes, you do.
Bro
This is
just screamed when he
Don't do a
talked. I'm not
Marlo.
gonna do
Don't
nothing.
This is
His hands are covering his mouth.
This is a whole party thing, because every single one of you is also connected.
Oh.
Oh, awesome.
So you have a total of 3 questions that you can ask that anybody would know in Rubrandi.
Aw, man.
Akogi looks back at everyone and you know, just keeps taking the scan of the area to show the broken crates and stuff, you know.
Oh, also I need to roll this real quick.
Whose signal
Yeah,
am I
and
picking
Pew
up?
is trying to calm him down.
No, don't waste a question on that.
Yeah, Puru, you also feel the connection, so you're also involved.
And he's not afraid to press buttons if you're too afraid to ask questions back.
It's like the D&D movie. Like, does that count as a question? Yes.
Nice.
69.
Nice. Okay.
Isn't he dead?
Yes.
What?
It's his mental ghost.
No.
And there's one other very important one.
Oh, I do have one question I want to ask.
Yeah, I think you should at least have one. I'm still brainstorming on
are
things to suggest.
are we
Well,
allowed to talk amongst ourselves before the questions start ticking down, dear?
Yeah, you can talk amongst
Yeah.
yourselves.
Can we talk about it and then write it out specifically, word by word? I
Yeah,
don't want this
general
to be
chat,
another wish
if you
scenario.
Raz?
Because I do want to ask what the heck is going on with that mental clash and why the energy is weird here specifically.
That's probably a good question.
I don't know how
I'm
to
going to
phrase it.
the text chat or the general chat for duty and diversion.
Okay.
And I guess maybe if we just have like until 30 after for like the next 17 minutes. People can put their questions in there, and then we pick out the best 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm curious why Raz is making charisma saving throw.
Because everybody's connected and he's a resistant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that he's resistant. It's that normally he's protected.
Normally protected? Oh!
Wait a minute.
That means we can ask.
Does
Oh.
the next question change that information?
The roll was to see whether he knows that he's connected or not. And he does.
Oh! Oh!
That's crazy.
Oh! I kind of want to ask what is Raz, but I don't think we want to waste a question on that. Like,
Write it out in the
No,
general
go for
chat.
it.
If it's
Raz's
something,
favorite color.
yeah, if it's something your character is interested in, I mean, go for it. But...
Payta is more important. Oh!
I was hoping this was gonna happen at some point.
I was gonna walk up to him.
Yeah,
Wait, is it because no one else chooses to be blockers?
you're the first blocker in a game.
Well,
There's only been 2 games, but you're the first blocker.
Yeah,
yeah, like
Yeah.
class
small
wise.
sample size, and Akogi was in both. So I mean,
Yep. Also, no blocker has walked up to him in the comic at all. So, there's that.
Oh. That's actually kind of cool. I won't lie.
Once again, he is connected to the minds and knowledge of everyone in the tree, right?
Everybody in the tree.
Oh,
Oh, and the tree too.
The tree?
And the tree too.
What?
So there's a lot of psionic energy happening in Havian.
Oh, I'm changing my question. Those are good questions too. Oh no.
I mean, the path of the 9 lives.
Yes, you know what I mean. I'm just
Yes.
yes.
Okay. I'm just verifying.
Mm-hmm. That's what I meant. Thank you.
The fuck are the trees?
The question that was the first question that was on my mind. Like, what the fuck are these trees?
Well, that's 2 votes for red team and 2 votes for scale tree. So those are the ones that are winning based on.
Yeah, I'm trying to refine my question to like broaden, what it covers, and still just be one question because I don't want to spend 2 questions on just like specifically scale stuff since I know that's like a little bit
I think
self-indulgent.
if we just ask what is the red team planning encompasses a lot more of like who they're targeting and what their next objectives are.
Okay, fair enough. I thought maybe he'll just say like one thing and that's it. So maybe we need to be a bit more specific.
I'm not good at questions.
Does Soul have any questions?
I mean, so I'm just assuming this is in character. Any question that Peru would have right now would not be related to this whole shindig because he doesn't know about it. So I'm just not going to put any question.
I mean, you could probably think of something else.
How do
doesn't
I
have to-
steal the king's sword without
No.
noticing?
No,
It doesn't
Please.
have to be an in-character question, but character motivation might have something to do with it.
I think I don't know.
Should we pick through questions?
Like I said, it was or I can reduce it and say that because I have a timer going. Maybe after 5 minutes of putting questions in here, then we start narrowing down and voting on them.
Mm-hmm.
How do you become a tree? Yeah.
That is too cute.
Gotta
There we
think
go.
about that one.
I have a timer going.
Actually, I do have an answer for that one. If that was one, I have an answer for everything.
Oh my god!
I know all of the things.
I bet you have to die to become a tree. Bro was awfully quiet.
All of the things.
Yeah, bro was awfully quiet about that one.
I should just be more quiet more often. It's a bad habit to be noisy.
That middle one is actually a good question, Soul.
What's behind the door is also kind of a good question. Although
Yeah.
it's probably going to be something like dirt.
Or it's like an exit.
We weren't guaranteed that the answers would be complex. You know, for all we know, they could be one-word replies.
That's true.
Yeah.
How do you connect to be a tree? Die. What's behind the door? Dirt. Oh, cool. Great.
I don't think
Very
it's gonna be like
helpful.
that. And this is questions answered by the collective knowledge of everybody here in Javier, or the tree, I should say. I don't think it's just going to be simple one-word answers.
Well, it could be that no one knows what's behind the door. It's too old.
That's still no.
But
People do know.
Oh my goodness.
Got any others?
I don't know. I think that's all that I'm interested in. 'Cause, like, Akogi and I think very similarly, right? So,
Time to
focusing
narrow
on
it down.
the red team.
I think the similar questions first is about the psionic energy around us. Second one is about the red team plans and what they're gonna do. And also like I'm reading. Yeah, the psionic energy around us. Red team plan. What they're gonna do.
I won't lie, I kind of want to know how to connect to the tree or how to connect deeper to psionic energy to, like, do it. Not exactly what Scale is doing, but I think it's kind of cool the way he's able to, like, connect to, like, everything is one and you can reach out and see. But I don't know if that's something that's, like, super important.
Well, I think that requires a bunch of additional questions, like maybe this is only set up because we have like the blood ritual thing and the latent psionic energy and this, that, and the next thing, like to recreate it. Like we don't know exactly why we're here, and so there's some sorts of questions that, I mean, all questions tend to give more questions than answers, but
Yeah, and
so
we
we
need
wanted to get to pretty actionable stuff quickly.
That's true.
Yeah, we need to make sure that every person is in the tree. So, for example, if the red team leader is out of the tree, we won't get the answer from him. So we need to.
And then the other matter is, what order do we want to ask the question? Because Like, I would like us to have 3 questions ready to go, but there is a small chance that we learn something and have a big team vote to ask a follow-up question.
That is true.
And so, do we have any that are particularly prone to causing that? I think scale in the trees is probably least likely to need clarification.
Yeah.
I think the psionic stuff might end up towards a vague answer that will connect, like, if we get a second set of 3 questions in the future. But
Yeah.
it's I think the order that she put them in is fine, probably. Maybe red team moved up, but then there is the risk where we'd have to figure out whether we vote off scale or psionics after asking about the red
I guess
team.
it also depends on how we want to phrase the question, because words very important in what you're actually wanting to dig and sift through. So how do we actually want to phrase these questions first of all? Because that'll lead to the next step.
Well, so first step is, like, react with the emojis if you are okay with these 3 questions, or does somebody really want to throw in another one? I've already emoji reacted that I think that this is a good set of 3.
Okay, we know that Petas energy is in there. Maybe we can ask the question about Petas specifically. Maybe who is he fighting or like battling right now? Because he was battling someone.
Well,
within the energy.
the main reason for the energy is why is it so weird here and not anywhere else? Like, what specifically happened that made it weird here? Because there's still that mental energy for both of them, even though one of them isn't here. If that makes sense. Well, one of them's dead and one of them isn't. So, like, why is that happening?
Yeah, why is that happening? That means someone already knows what is happening, so we'll siphon the knowledge from them. Who potentially might know is the red team leader. Is correct?
Well, just knowing the red team leader, we might already know that. Like, if it's as simple as, well, he's the one who's in charge of the team.
I think it would be better to understand what their plan is, and then we do our best as players to understand and anticipate what they're going to do next and how they're going to react. Because if we ask specific questions now, well, what if the guy that we asked specifically about gets eaten by Meganu tomorrow? Then we're back to square zero. But if we understand the plan, then we understand, or we have ideas on what they might do to adapt around what reality throws at them.
Yeah, what if we ask the question about the plan of red team, and when we get the answer, maybe we can like change the next question to maybe like adjust it to
Or
get more information.
Potentially phrase it like a 2-in-1.
Okay.
If the plan is to find other versions of themselves and basically Highlander them so that there can be only one, why do they want our team to fail? Or we could ask, if that's their plan, who are they going to go after? Who are their next targets? And it could be like a broad scope, and we could get like a list of names.
Yeah, considering that other team got like unconscious as well, almost dead, I think they're targeting not only us but every other team. But it's like my
so like why
suggestion.
would the Seven Claw want to win?
Well, that one is pretty easy, because if they win, they get a wish. And if they wish something stupid, like, oh, I want this tree for myself, well, what's Raz gonna do? Say no?
That's
Yes.
true.
So, I mean, like, that one is, they're probably basing it off of the wish, much like anyone who's in this competition is.
And
So-
they're probably, if anything, are going to be like, I want to challenge you for your throne. They're not
Yeah.
just gonna be like, give me the tree, because obviously it wouldn't work like that. No one's gonna expect Raz to give up the tree. It's more like gonna be like, I want to challenge you on a one-on-one fight.
But
Good.
oh, sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
No, that's basically.
I think we all know they're just planning something evil, and we gotta stop them. Like I think.
Asking why do you want to be evil isn't a good question.
Why so
No, I mean
evil,
not
guys?
asking them why. I don't think we need to ask a question about the red team because we know they're doing evil shit. They're trying to kill people.
Right, but finding out who they're after is nice to know.
We'll just ask what is their plan.
But they're after so
Yeah.
many people. Like depending on which 7 Club member we go to, they're like, I'm after my doppelgangers. Like that's all they want. They're killing a bunch of people. Or anyone standing in their way. Like we probably know they're after Daoro.
Okay, if we ask a question, does the knowledge siphon only from one person that knows it, or from multiple people? Because maybe if we can ask about the plan, it will siphon from all the red team.
If you
members.
ask a question, it will come from the most complete source.
Oh, okay.
I would maybe try and phrase it like, who are the other doppelgangers? I don't know, but that's just me. I get hung up on one little thing. Do we want to write other questions down so that they can be vetoed?
I only vetoed one.
I tried. I'm still working on the.
Man, this is hard. Because part of me also wants to ask about some of the missing kings for the Chironil, but
Maybe less
Ooh.
yap and more type, but yeah.
I don't remember the name of it. That's why it was in my notes
Chirals-
somewhere. But
Chiorals are the
Yeah.
swords. Chironils are
Oh, yeah.
Rin, and there have only been 2
Sorry.
of them on this planet.
the swords, I get those two mixed up. My bad. Because there was one that was missing.
Also, considering that they're not just killing but performing a ritual, I guess they
Oh,
want power as well, not just like the money or like the tree.
that
Because
could be
I
one.
because if I was like a regular killer that want to get a wish from the king, I would just kill people. I won't be performing a ritual for this.
Yeah, I'm not really interested if there's any more Chiral in the tree. Because they might have one, and that's why they're here. Like, the whole plan of maybe taking over the tree might actually be feasible if he has one of those blades.
Well, we know that no one's going to be able to kill Raz. Like, no one's going to be able to stop Raz.
We don't know that. Sure, we've seen him, and he's quite powerful, but he is not although Chaos said he was a god, he's not a god. He has nearly been defeated multiple times in the comic, which we don't. But there is there is a chance that through these rituals of him gaining power, he is preparing to fight Raz.
There's also a chance that Raz is a doppelganger, I suppose.
That is a fair point, but I doubtful of that.
I mean, yes, if we met him, we were pretty sure that's not the case, but
No, I mean, no. There's a fair chance. Even then, like even your knowledge, since you're a writer for the moment of the comic.
He doesn't know
I don't
everything either, though.
Yeah. So, I think my question might be, I know it's like very Peru because he's interested in getting a hands on everyone, but if we're kind of operating off the idea of like theorizing what their plan is, maybe Red Team is going to challenge Raz to combat, and
This is just to keep it snappy. We don't have time for like the big yap and the infinite thinking possibilities you like to do with Wayne.
what?
As
But
in,
I'm
I
just-
do not want to
I'm-
be here for the next 30 minutes on
This
all
is-
the
this
what
is
if
just soul
possibilities.
roleplay. It's classic.
I won't lie, I still want to
love
ask this question.
Timer is out. It looks like are people okay with at least the one question of what is the red like seventh claw team's plan?
I feel like there's a better way to phrase that. I just don't know what.
It sounds like you guys are getting pretty close to knowing what your
With-
first question is.
With infinite time, yes, but
What is the goal of this ritual? Or I suppose, like, what's the ultimate goal that this ritual is a part of?
the ritual might just be, what is it? Spiritualistic nonsense, or
The final.
This might be a
I mean-
tiny part.
I mean, we know.
I'm meaning more sense in the greater thing of like what is it a part of, like why. Yeah, but
I mean, we know the ritual as it is. Like it's sort of like attempt to get more power, but is it really what they're doing? Or it's
I like
just,
that one.
or they're just making it look like just a ritual.
I like the way
I understand you guys have additional questions. What, if any, refinements specifically on this question?
oh,
Yeah, specific.
I think it Elise did a nice job with the how did the ritual cause psionic energy to react this way. I think that would be the best way to.
You'd rather ask that question instead?
That for me, I think because we know like the
So,
seventh
of these
claw-
two questions, which one would you want to ask, Beck? Do you want to ask about their team's plan, or how the ritual is interacting with psionic energy?
I think how the ritual is interacting with psionic energy, because we know
Okay.
that the plan is to kill more people using this ritual, but if we don't understand what the ritual does, we can't really.
So do emoji react between these two. We'll do one of these two questions. Are the rest of you guys in the general chat to look at these?
Yeah,
Maybe we'll phrase it like that. How does the psionic battle correlates with the murder happen here?
Is it a psionic battle?
Well, the two minds were struggling against each other while the fight was happening.
And
Yeah.
the correlation is that the battle was fought and somebody was murdered, or
Yeah, because there was Pita battling with someone. Maybe we should like. And assuming if Akogi touched minds with the black red team captain, she would like recognize his psionic energy, but it was a stranger. Yeah, how about we first start with the more general question about the plan, and then we'll adjust the question accordingly to the answer.
that's, yeah. I guess there's 1, 2. There you go.
Frog or heart?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Think that's all right. Who wants to ask a question?
not me because I'm silly.
Okay. I think it's like Beck or Bojo that were most keen on it.
I mean,
Those guys?
as a speaker, I guess we can talk with Scale, and you're like most familiar with him.
Are you guys ready? What is
I
the question?
couldn't tell what Bojo.
He said you're most familiar with Scale, and since this is kind of sort of based off of him connecting to everyone in the tree, you should probably be the one to ask the question.
Yeah.
That's what I understood. Do we have the...
Okay, I don't know how to ask this question in character, because that's, like, not where Kiryu's mind is at.
It doesn't have to be an in-character question. This is... Everybody's minds are connected, so...
Do we have the other 2 questions we're going to ask after this one? Or are we going
My god, it took us, like, 20 minutes to get here with one question.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
This is the big stuff, the big lore. Woo.
This is D&D. It's fine. It's normal.
So-
Don't worry.
We will get the nice dopamine rush from this, so then at least I can think over the answer to this question while you guys spend another 20 minutes getting the question too. So, loose scale. How did the ritual cause the psionic energy to react this way? And here, you can feel it.
Loose Scale's eyes will roll back as he reaches out for someone who would know exactly what's going on. The psionic energy in this area was caused by the Seventh Claw ritual. It is a ritual enacted to prey upon the psionic energy of another. This is not something that very many people know how to do, but in Rubrandi, there are 4 people who know how to do it. If you find someone whose traits are very similar to yours, class, race, eye color, etc., all those kinds of things, the closer in similarity, the better. It does some very major upgrades, I suppose you could say, to both thought-speaking, physical ability, mental ability. In general, it's just a big boost. You could also do it with just anyone. You still get a boost from that, but it is dramatically diminished. It's a ritual that takes about 10 minutes to perform. Requires the blood of whoever you are sacrificing. They have to be a thought speaker. And this ritual can be used to Seventh Claw exalt another target instead of yourself.
Oh,
So-
man.
It's a power grab.
It's a massive
Yeah.
power grab, yes.
Okay.
If done right. It's an okay power grab if done wrong. It's a massive power grab if done right.
The higher synchronicity with your target, the greater the boost.
Correct.
God, I need to kill that leader because he put Peta through this. Oh
You don't know if
Say you had a twin brother and you did this, that would be like the highest power up possible.
Yo.
also the fact that Bishop Waymaker just said it doesn't necessarily have to be the one who conducts the ritual that gets the power boost. As he said, it can go to somebody else.
Yeah, but the Seventh Claw leader is the one doing this, and he had the most beef with Peta, so I'm pretty sure he did it to Peta, and I'm gonna kill that man, I swear.
Well, who says he was the one who did it to get? Who says he was the one himself that did it? It could. I mean, I know what we.
All these people were saying that he was the one killing people here.
Well, they're incredibly delirious.
I mean, we'll still have the ability to like ask them later when they recover. So
Well, I guess the old.
witness.
Hezron was literally there. What?
Yeah, Desmond was there.
And even said it was the leader.
Okay, well then I guess what I'm trying to say is he may have not empowered himself. He could have empowered somebody else. 'Cause I don't think we know if
matter.
they
I'm gonna
need.
kill him anyway.
Jack is so violent these days. You guys brought him out of his apartment, and now he just wants to kill everyone in the world.
This is why he stayed inside, guys. He violent tendencies.
A certain dictator who used to be a humble painter. Yeah.
No.
Bex has become a dictator, dude. Oh my god. Beck the dictator. Oh no.
No. Okay, I got the notes.
There we go. So I put in, and this isn't for the exact wording, but just figuring out the direction. And then we do a small bit to figure out. Yeah, we'll have that 2 minutes. You guys can emoji react in the general chat to figure out. At least narrow it down.
Can you add what are the next targets for the ritual? Because Scale can just say that they will
I think
kill
that would be
other
part
people.
of what is the Red Claw's plan.
Yeah. And also, we don't even know if they even have next targets. This this could be kind of potentially on a whim. So they may not necessarily have targets.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can we pick 2?
Okay.
Well, if you guys can pick one, I just have it in all of them so that it's easy. You just have to click on the emoji and it will.
With how many questions there is, it's better to just like pick 2.
Okay, then pick 2.
Here we
do that within a minute.
I'm gonna click on all of them so that you can.
Thank you.
If you want.
Think.
Yeah, I think like team's plan is the most obvious next question. For now, at least. Because
30 seconds. Anyone having technical difficulties?
I chose mine.
Okay. At the end of the timer, looks like I'll drop the bottom questions and
I also do not enjoy being timed on things.
There's
no timer. She's just trying to be efficient. There's a lot. There's a lot that can be done with these questions, and she's what Rivi is hoping is that we will do more things with this session besides ask these 2 questions.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Yeah, so we're down to these 3 based on the votes. How to figure out.
I just
Is
don't
it better
know.
to have 1 or 2 votes for this?
For this one, it would be better to have 1 vote.
Okay, and I'll make an.
Here, I'll help.
Thank you.
And then someone here, maybe you, could react.
Oh, I
have all my emojis.
Yeah. So, I see.
There you go.
I don't think Loose Scale is intentionally hiding anything.
Yeah, I guess his mind just more broken than anything.
Yeah, he's broken. He doesn't understand what he's doing.
I just think, like, how can we maintain a psionic connection? Like, how do we use it later? Like.
Okay, it looks like we're pretty strong on that one. And I guess for this next bit, if you guys would put how you would want to ask that question.
Yeah. What is the question for? Like, why do I ask the question?
It looks like it's the psionic question. Is the one that's getting a lot of votes.
Helpful
Yeah,
because
but-
most of the
And so just type out like
the
what you
common
would
in
want
our
to ask
team are
specifically.
psionic based, and having increased ability or understanding of psionics could prove useful in upcoming fights. Bojo. Foss, sorry.
Okay, I'm just thinking like, even if we deepen the connection, aren't we all like speakers and blockers? Can't we? How can we use it more efficiently?
Yeah, that's
Please type. I literally cannot keep up like at the speed people talk.
There we go. That's got a pretty good one.
Oh, except for the each.
Is that it?
I don't know if we need the with each other. I don't want a deeper connection with some.
That was just a rough draft. Go ahead, edit it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, like
okay.
you can write out
No, I
whatever
mean, like
you want
the
your
question
version.
is really good.
I guess like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if Big Boss Man is just now like on steroids because he just did a couple of rituals, like
Yeah.
Yeah, good question
I like
actually.
Bojo's. Yeah. Though the one that I posted is more of a loose scale question. I think yours
Yeah.
is more so, right?
Yeah, but we should not forget about the team's plan, because if we won't know what they're doing next, we will be like in the fog.
But this is a good future question. Alright. Everyone okay with Bojo's question?
I guess no
Alright.
one is arguing.
You know, good chat. Scale?
I'm just quietly listening because my brain is still fried from like last night.
And to be fair, like Gidon are less inclined towards thought speaking, so this is probably like, whoo, get on all fours, skitter, skitter,
Yeah, pretty much.
quiver the hills.
Kaplan and Boja are just like jumping around.
Look, I love our Gidon, but they are very different.
We're kind of
Yeah.
stupid.
Loose scale. How can we maintain or duplicate or deepen our psionic bond like this connection without a ritual?
He will shudder as his eyes flick around the group and then back to you. He will say, "The ritual is one way. The Meganas are another. And growth, meditation, and evolution through the moons is a third." Essentially, there's the ritual. There's being connected to the Megana's hive mind like he has. And through leveling and experience and growth. But not like this. This particular situation that's going on right now is a weird combination of the Megana's hive mind abilities and the ritual.
Ooh, that's a tasty one to chew on with what the Meganus have to do with this, and that's not actually a question, DM.
I know. But that's what he gets. as he begins to look worse for wear. Got your last question, but it doesn't look like
Yeah.
it's a rocky road for him.
Pew's hands on either side of his face as we're holding, supporting this. So he doesn't fall. Okay.
Okay, so
The fact that Meganus are connected to this is unnerving. Wow.
Very much.
Could have asked the question, are there any Meganas in our tree? And
if he'll say yes,
Well, yeah, that's just a yes/no question. That I would like something
Yeah.
a little bit more than that.
it wouldn't just be a yes/no question.
You could ask the question so that we get the best of both worlds, right? Are the Seventh Claws working with the Meganus currently to achieve their goals in this tree?
Or what is the connection with the Seven Claws and the Meganus?
Are the Seventh Claw using Meganas tech in order to further increase their power?
Write that down. Write that down so we
Yeah,
can vote on it.
I'm working on it, but I'm just making. But I want to do the premise question. Are we okay asking about the something related to the Meganus as the genre of our question? We're not going back to like the what is a tree sort of thing.
What is it?
What is a tree?
Or how do you become a tree? I'm sorry.
Dude, are you invalidating how do you become a tree question?
No, I think that's really cool.
I love
I
that
just
question.
I fried that question, you know. My brain failed you.
I'm a tree,
Nope.
I'm a tree, I'm a tree.
It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. It's not like I actually wanted to know how to become a tree.
I mean, I kind of want that too, but I also want these. It's a hard.
I mean, I think it's whichever one, Bojo Ultimate, because he didn't get any helpful pointers on the last question, but he was very wanting to know who the next victims are. So if Bojo's okay with being like, oh, the Meganus in the tree, if that's the way we want to go.
I mean, if the information will be useful, I'm all for it. I'm just like, if we can ask more questions later, I'm okay with it. But if it's like the one for all chance, like maybe we should like think about what's next steps or plan for the team.
Yeah, this is the last answer kind of answered that this is kind of a one-time thing because of a combination of very rare things happening all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we should not like maybe we can, while preventing the plan happening, like discover the truth about Meganus. But if we won't be able to stop them, then we won't do anything at all.
I do kind of want to avoid asking yes or questions that can be answered with a yes or no.
Yeah.
Because that sort of dead ends us.
Because we know that they perform the ritual to make themselves stronger. It's not like a disguise, something like that. So I guess there will be like more victims. It's not like one-time thing. And they're not only targeting us, but other players. And like the one like near the corpse of Peta.
I'm ready to see if people come running after we ask this question. All hell breaks loose.
Yeah. I don't quite follow, but are we okay voting between these last three questions, I suppose?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
And I vote on the first one.
guess this question is like okay, but like other is okay.
Yeah, I do like that question. Okay, so like between these four, but
Okay, I am going to go to the bathroom real quick while you guys decide. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I have changed my vote.
Oh?
Well, fair enough. We got Cup, Elsie, Crow, PU.
I'm like trying to decide between the first one, understanding if the Meganis are, but if they aren't connected, like if the Seventh Claw just learned how to do it,
Mhm.
and the Meganis aren't connected, knowing their full plan would be good. And if
Yeah,
there
vote
are
however you
four
want, and
people,
do
And
try
we
to.
can also find the red team member, just like hook them, like beat them up to tell us the answer.
that's true. I do want to kill the one guy, so. What better informant than the leader?
Mhm.
Maybe leader is too powerful, but his minions are like might be useful.
Are you gonna vote Bojo?
Oh yeah, I bet.
All right,
Killed my boy.
and 30 seconds. Anything else?
Well, I think Waymaker's still AFK. So
Oh, that's good. Fair.
we've got a little time.
I'm gonna find it funny if Raz just shows up over here, like, what just happened?
Dude, I'm gonna cry if like Raz teleports over here in cap scale to plug the leak.
Oh my god.
I'm back.
But
Maybe he didn't notice. Maybe he didn't notice.
I'm back.
he rolled to notice. All right. Loose scale. What is the red team, the Seventh Claw team's plan?
Okay. As he kind of shivers at the thoughts flowing through his mind and through everyone else's. Seventh Claw. He thinks, as that is such a heavy, loaded question, and then locks eyes with you, Pyu. Be specific. The team or the cult?
We're talking about the team in this case.
Are we?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
But if
I'll
the
put
cult
it
has
for
a
a
main
vote. Sorry, wrong chat.
bigger agenda,
I feel like the cult would have a bigger agenda than the team because the team is part of the cult.
team is a subset of the cult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, like, as we know, there are like many of them, so they may have different plans, stuff.
What would the cult just be to like kill people? Like, oh, just kill the people to get stronger. Like, is that just generalized the cult? Because maybe if we do the team, then we specify the one main dude.
I worry if we do the cult, we'll just get the general roadmap of the faith.
Yeah.
But I'm fine asking either. I'm just putting it for questions.
Yeah, I guess the team would be better.
Yeah,
Because
the
if we
team leader.
if we ask about the team leader specifically, he might say that what the team leader will do, but not the other people. So team, I guess, is the better option.
Okay.
Okay.
So team?
Yeah.
Okay.
The team. The team scale.
He will focus up. One moment.
So nervous.
The Seventh Claw team serve their leader Shayan. And I should show his character artwork again. Yeah.
Kill that man.
They serve their leader Shayan. And his plan is to take Rubrandi through ritual combat with the king.
Called it.
He has the means to do so. Now he just requires the strength. He will do it with the sword.
Oh. No, go for it.
And as he finishes saying that, Loose Scale will collapse and fall unconscious with a shudder.
What was that?
Into
What
my
was that
arms.
last?
Let's
What
go.
was that last bit? Because
He said he will do it with a sword.
told you,
Shuddered and collapsed.
I called it.
Yeah. But just to make sure.
Big brain.
And we will
Now we know
gather
it's
Loose Scale as he as he collapses and hold him and look to Beck. What did you do?
Me? I didn't do anything. At least
What is
not
going
that I
on
know
with
of.
him?
I don't know.
Has it been 10 minutes? Have I finished taking a scan of the area?
Yes, you have your 3D model picture.
By
Great.
some miracle, we got through that in barely under an hour.
Yay,
Woo!
Yeah.
So,
Lord!
I'll come over and check on Scale.
He is unconscious and sweating.
Yes, but can I tell where the malady is coming from?
It appears to be... Okay, so with that medicine check, it is not a physical malady.
Okay.
He seems to be fine, but make me a thought speaker check.
The D20 plus level?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. He is, experiencing some kind of backlash.
Backlash, huh?
Just stuck
What
a
do we
fork in a
do?
plug.
Would you say that this is something that could be potentially cured by lesser restoration?
Not through lesser restoration. You can...
Maybe stabilize
You
it.
can stabilize it, but he's probably going to be unconscious for a good little while.
Please help him. Kohi.
I'm thinking of how best to. Yes. Gale is a special case, you know. Would
That
spare
was.
the would
Are
spare
you
the
feeling
time.
everything too?
Of course.
This area is freaky.
It's different, yes. Yeah, this is just to stabilize.
Hmm.
That'll do it.
Borger's clueless. What's happening?
Something about this area is wrong, and it's messed him up too. Here, I'm going to go with, I suppose, Doro and such, up to the commons and see if we can get him to lay down.
Okay.
Because we didn't want, like, out of character, we didn't want Doro and such to go off on their own, so
No.
I'll join their party with Scale.
Sounds
Go
good.
find the other clan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Soul has a good question though. Did the answers that we received get teleported to everyone in the tree as well? Like, here are our questions and our answers?
They don't go to everybody's. They go to yours.
Well,
Okay.
I meant more so the party. That's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
Because Peru's not here, but he's. Yeah.
Oh, because Scale is answering the question, so it's just like,
He's
I
answering
suppose,
it,
to who
but you
you
guys
forwards it. Yeah.
You guys are emotionally connected as a group, and so it filters
Mhm.
through. So yes,
Yeah.
Peru would also know the answers to these questions.
We share the brain cell.
Yes, you did. You shared a brain cell, literally. Okay. These guys are all going with the medical tent group.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you two are going to speak with the leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Cup.
I'll help the personnel with my items.
Where is Cup going?
Cup's gonna stick with Beck
Okay.
Mhm.
and Kyogi.
Can you keep them safe, Cup?
We
need to take. These people are really hurt, but Akogi and Beck need to go somewhere else. I don't want them attacked.
I need both my emotional support Gidons.
I mean, if you need me, I can go, but I wanted to help.
I mean, you're good to say. I was joking, but if you want to go help them, show off
Boja's
the new
arms
hands
helps
you
out a
got.
lot.
I'll be mentally with you.
Cup just kind of nervously looks at Pew, and just nods, unsure, but she'll do her best.
Mm-hmm. This is really scary and really serious, but you can do this, okay?
Yeah.
Rad.
Oh. Second thoughts. Wait for me, you two, and she'll go and she'll scuff out. She'll try and like rub the blood away, so that it's not there for other people to get random ideas from.
How do you go about this?
I would take. Hold on, I'm looking in my inventory. I would take my water skin and I would pour it out on the floor, and then probably just start cleaning it with my hands. Just scrub,
Scrub.
Just scrubbing. All right. Kogi takes a little while doing that. It is messy business. It is a lot of blood.
Yeah, I'll pass scale to Bojo so that I have free hands to wield and load my blaster. Because most everyone else in our party is busy carrying people as well.
As Kogi spends some time cleaning the circle, other people from the area come by, gasp, and are very surprised, but a few of them join you in helping clean it up. So, good.
Cup's gonna be sticking next to Beck. It doesn't seem like she wants to be leaving inside anytime soon.
Okay.
Is this a well?
Is where a well?
Here?
No, whatever that is part of the map. The common don't have wells.
I didn't think they did.
Yeah.
Have the doctors left yet?
Yes, everybody here has gone to the
No.
She'll look at her hands. I can't remember if she wears gloves or not because I don't have the art with her armor.
She does not have gloves on that particular art, but I mean, you could wear some if you want.
Yeah, so she'll just hack device the clean gloves. Poof. There we go. All clean, like a proper doctor.
Very good. Okie dokie.
Shall we?
Indeed. Okay. Let me move you three to the throne room.
Yay! Fast travel.
Yay!
I'm surprised you didn't come, but I guess Kiwiu's love for Raz beats out when loose scale is involved.
Well, Pew likes to help, and there's a lot messed up.
Pew giving him pity.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Let's see. I need you three. As you travel up the wall that you're already on, and take a plate shell, up you go. Oops. You eventually come to the palace.
Oh boy.
Hop on the little elevator that leads up to the throne room.
Nice. So excited.
Oh wait, Kogi, are we gonna tell them what the cult was? The team was planning. I'm so anxious.
Are you okay, Beck?
No, I'm not okay. We just gotta.
Couple kind of wander over to Beck's side and reach up and grab his hand with what she can.
He holds Cup's hand gently. He looks like he's having a hard time.
Well,
I mean, you're
probably.
loaded.
Potentially. I'm loaded.
Me too.
I am also loaded. This thing.
Okay. Go
It,
ahead.
since it concerns the king, it might be something to say. In front of the king.
Should we talk about it privately? Because I'm more worried that maybe some of the other council members could be in on whatever is being planned.
That's not usually. Maybe. We'll see who's in the room, huh?
God.
As you pass through this hallway,
this-
once again, you will see the various statues of old kings grasping their swords.
Couple kind of like drag Beck along.
He is definitely got leaded feet right now. He does not want to be here.
You can see even she even has a little bit of effort dragging this dude.
Come on, Beck, this was your idea.
Oops.
Why did I
It was
have
me.
to have this idea?
Well, because it's the right thing to do.
Why do I always have to do the right thing?
Because the right thing is a good thing, Beck.
Yep, Cup
So
knows.
much trouble, guys. Let's just not.
Brag.
Come on.
As
Dragging
you come through
you.
the doors, you will see that the king's men are having a dinner.
Maybe we should come back.
Brag.
We seem to be
Too
busy.
late.
No,
We're already in the room.
As you approach, Beck can't help but notice that your grandfather widens his eye upon seeing you enter.
Brag.
Oh.
Couple kind of shove Beck ahead of her.
Oh my goodness.
Polite
Brow raise.
bow.
Couple
Oh right. Wow.
look over Akogi and mimic the bow.
Ah. Razzle stand and floof his big fluffy tail. Ah, the
Couple.
winners of the most recent dodgeball bout. Just about an hour ago. How can I help you?
Couple like nudge Beck.
Akogi nudges Beck.
Why are you both nudging me? What is this? You have the evidence. Like he seems really nervous about it. He's like, I don't know what to say.
It's like a giant sigh, and you'll hear like a trill come from her as she shoves him forward.
Just show me forward again.
Your Highness.
Perception check.
Perceptioning. I'm percepting. I don't see shit.
I don't see anything.
Okay.
Thank you, Kogi.
Akogi, you
Yeah?
will note that Bajeo and Cass will side-eye each other as they see Cup pushing Beck forward.
Akogi will
She will
just.
frown.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. We have a matter to discuss that may concern the security of the tree and the conclusion of the games.
He will raise an eyebrow at that.
But we think it would be best if we could talk to you privately, with perhaps only Noble Bajeo and Noble Cassiopeia, since some of it concerns you. Akogi gives him a winning smile.
You can
Smile.
audibly hear many eyebrows in the room raise. He will
Come.
look back at his counselors. Cass will look at the three individuals and shake her head no. Bajeo will look at her and nod at the king, because it's the right way to do things.
Will kind of give like an annoyed sigh as she
Bro,
stares,
making me
stares
Yeah.
over to Cass.
The
And she
king,
bro,
takes
making me
the
racist towards
king
humans.
will glance back at Cass, and she will frown. As he will invite you to a back room.
Beck breathes a sigh of relief. Oh my goodness.
couple follow, giving a kind of shooting glare over at Cass, and she
Oh man.
follows back.
As they will lead you.
Could eat her.
I could eat her!
No.
You're so fucking right, dude. She's so easy.
No. Stop.
As
I'm
they will
helping.
lead you to this back room.
I was once feral, I can always become it again. Oh, wait, Cup's gonna stay behind.
What is that?
As you walk into this room, you won't be able to help but notice the massive torn gash in the back of this hallway.
Thank you for the audience, Your Highness. So, Beck was the one to notice it first, but the games this afternoon were sabotaged. The common ball machines were firing more than once and were targeting only our team. Strangely enough, it was noticed by the referee, and despite this, we still won. But Beck, what did you do, Beck?
What do you mean? What? Oh,
I mean,
he holds up
with
the device that was connected to the cannons. I tried to disarm them.
As will smirk.
How does that lead you?
Wait, insight that. Insight.
Insight.
Go ahead. You can insight him.
You gotta start at the big thing first.
I see his smile.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
Pup, you notice that he seems to not care so much about the device, and that he kind of grins at the idea of something a little beyond. But Beck, you get the impression that the king sees this as a minor trifle of an issue. And you also get the impression that not only did he realize that the cannons were being tampered with, he noticed you tinkering with one, and you get the feeling that he knows exactly what's going on.
Akogi nudges Beck. How did this lead you out to the town, Beck?
Oh, right. Well, I went to go find Peta and instead found a bunch of common brutally attacked, multiple wounds, and we ran across the ritual site with Peta.
Okay. Peta is our team leader, as you may well know. And the ritual was part of the Seventh Claw. It was one of their exalting rituals. Unfortunately, by the time we noticed and were able to gather around, Peta was already dead.
Cass will snort angrily. No insight check needed. She hates the idea of that.
We are under the impression that the Seventh Claw team, not only are they sabotaging the games, but they are also doing rituals on the side, and for some reason attacking our team specifically. But we found further information through thought speaking, of course, that their main goal is to win the competition, and in doing so, to try and take Rubrandi from you through ritual combat.
He will scoff.
Supposedly, he has a sword. He has the means. He just requires the strength, which most likely is coming from the ritual. The more people he exalts, the stronger he will be in a chance to defeat you, sir, your highness. Akogi awkwardly gives another bow because she's
Bow, bow,
not
bow,
sure
bow,
what to
bow.
do. And we thought you should know of this attempt on your life and or what the outcome of the games might mean. And yes, Akogi gives a winning smile.
We would also request time to process what happened to our captain and go see him at the tree.
Oh, yes, and
For
to make sure
rights.
that, of course, his daughter Daora could claim the tree appropriately as her own for her family. But that travel would take us a few days there and back, and we don't want to rush before the next competition, if at all possible, sir, your highness.
The king will rub his chin and swish his tail twice. He will turn for a second to Bajeo. And then he will, So... Okay, let me get this straight then. You have another team that is trying to beat you in the competitions through their own means, through abilities that they have, knowledge and skills, and you're still winning. They haven't broken any rules. Now, it is unfortunate, as he will glance over at Cass, it is unfortunate that you have lost someone. But this is, though a distasteful part of our culture, and one that we are trying to slowly remove from Rubrandi's base culture. But the Seventh Claw is a local religion. There are many people who follow it. Hopefully, less and less. But they are... I'm not about to go around and witch hunt these people. As for your claims that they would try and face me in combat or try and take my kingdom, if they have a sword, such as you say, then they're welcome to try. The last who tried was, I will say, much more powerful than any common I've ever encountered, and as you can see by the burnt, seared, scorched trench behind me, which was his doing, I am still king. I'm not worried about this. However, if you need time to mourn, and you feel that the ritual slaying of your commander, your team leader, if you feel that that has been a loss from which you cannot immediately recover and need time to process, adjust, and hop back in the saddle, as it were. I think the riding contest is next, is it not? We have a week. I will speak with the tournament organizers, and we will give a 2-day extension, if that is sufficient.
Hoagie looks up at Beck. I think it should be.
Beck looks absolutely pissed, and he's not hiding it.
Cup will kind of tug down at Beck's, let me say, what should... A cape? That's
Yeah,
the closest
it's
thing she
close.
can reach. She'll tug at it, trying to get him, lower to her.
He is not bending down. He is glaring daggers straight at Raz.
Cup will kind of peek over to Raz, peeking almost behind Beck, as she gives a soft chirp and squeezes in between the two. I'm gonna say she's like right here.
Right in between.
Yeah, in between the two. If it's alright, can I speak?
Eyebrow raise. Go on.
I do not question power, but are you not afraid for the people you're supposed to protect? Is this not concerning for you? Because in my tribe or gathering, we worry about everyone. Are you not worried that these as she kind of like taps her finger on her beak, trying to find the word events are concerning? Or are you just concerned about your family in Inner Circle?
I am concerned for all of them. That is why I disapprove of this particular sect. But I would be a poor king if I did not allow them the freedom to follow whatever they believe. I can discourage it, of course. But the common... the society, their society, these people, it is based on strength.
Kinda taps her, like clicks her beak together. How I started. Here I am. I was taught that I am a filthy creature. And she shoots a glare over to Cass.
She'll roll her eyes.
Here I am, speaking to a king. Change starts with you, and culture sometimes should not be accepted.
Raz
because
will step forward and kneel down to near your height. Cass will groan, but Bajeo will smile as he drops down to your height.
He's so pretty.
His eyes will for a second flicker. Make a perception check real quick.
I'm gonna fucking fail this shit.
Don't
Fuck.
fail this one.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not bad.
For a moment, as his eyes flash a glowing red, you think you see a small cup in them for just the briefest of seconds, just a little U that spins in his eye for like just a second.
Spinning cup is
It's a
stupid
spinning
in my
cup.
head.
Just a spinning cup. Cup, was it?
She nods.
Let me be clear. The change is coming. The change has already begun. I don't know how many other common kingdoms you have visited, how many other kings you have spoken to. Someone of your caliber has no doubt made their way into a variety of these. He'll grin, knowing
She'll
it's
hold up
probably
one-
not true.
She'll hold up one finger and only mentioning she's only spoken to one king, and then she'll hold up all four of her fingers, meaning she's been to multiple kingdoms.
Then you will know that this is the biggest. This is the biggest focused accumulation of common that there have been in decades. And I started it. And it's going to get bigger. It's going to spread far and wide. And I do not particularly like the way culture dictates who has power and who is in charge. But I will use it so that I'm on top, so that I can make the decisions that need to be made. I surround myself with intelligent people, as he'll motion to his advisors. And eventually, we're going to make something big and something important. And until that time, I'm going to do everything I can, with the tools given to me.
Nick rolls his eyes.
Couple kind of look over him as she gives almost like a sorrowful look. I do not mean to intrude your power, but why hasn't it been fixed? Your kingdom has been moved and grown. What's taking? Why are so many lives having to be sacrificed?
Do you know, Cup, how many common are in this city?
Up holds up 4 fingers. And then
You're not wrong, there are definitely 4. But beyond that, there are precisely 5,482 common in this city. They are divided into 9 clans. 6 of which I brought with myself through the wastes. I accumulated them. In various different places, they were lost. They were homeless. They had no tree. And then we found this one. It's big enough, but it's not big enough for the future. It's big enough for now. I care about every single individual in this tree, including those who are not common, which there are a total of 6. And a half, I suppose.
a half?
Yes, there's one common who is something else as well, but don't concern yourself with that, it is not important. That said,
Cup has a personal mission to find this 1.5 common now.
there have only been 10 deaths in this city in the last month. 9 of those were refugees that came from Lavo. They didn't make it through the doors. but only one has died since then. The seventh claw is not an epidemic. I'm not overly concerned with it, I just hope to eventually be rid of it.
Then cut it where it starts.
He'll grin. How do you suggest I do this, young Cup?
Up will click her beak as she looks anxiously over to Kogi and Beck because she didn't expect the king to be kneeling in front of her. I am afraid you have your advisors for that.
And they have advised me that I should not go out seeking individuals and crushing them for their beliefs. It has to be a cultural sway. There has to be changes made. And thus, I'm going to tell you a secret. And he will bend down, and I'm going to send you a DM.
Wah! I get a secret.
Ooh.
Oh!
Secret.
But also, this entire thing has been swooning hardcore. I'm just like, it's a good thing that Pew's not there. We would not be
Dude.
functional.
Man,
Dude,
makes
I'm
me so mad.
As he bends to Cup's ear, he will whisper something. And then he will pull away. He will stand.
will blink, and she'll look up to him.
And he'll wink.
Is secret.
It is if you want it to be.
Cup nods and kind of gently grabs onto Beck's cape, almost as a comfort. I understand. Thank you.
I will give you 2 extra days to mourn and prepare and adjust. But that is as much as I can grant you. Everything else, as he'll glance down at Cup, is going according to plan. Trust the process. And then he will walk through a pair of doors that swish open and then swish shut behind him.
Kogi will say, nobles, if I may.
Yes, what is it?
I believe in the king's strength, but I do hope he is taking precautions to not be someone's doppelganger. But if you do need a cleric of the 2 moons in the future, I'm here. I'm doing work in Rubrandi as it is. Just let me know. And she'll...
It is much appreciated, Moon Priestess, but carry on doing what you think is best. And we will do the same.
Well, then we will happily take the 2 extra days to go about and see things right. For our leader. Our team leader, of course.
Good. And she will walk back out. This way, kind of slowly walking through here since the rest of you are clogging the hallway.
Kogi will...
Cap's gonna stick out her tongue and give like a frown as she walks away. Can you tell Cup doesn't like this person?
He's gonna look to his grandpa before he just leaves. Does this mean it is well within the rules to attack and kill another captain of a team?
He will give you a very stern look. The king has spoken.
Beck raises an eyebrow, like, what does that mean? Like, is that a yes or a no? Like, am I okay to go? We know who did it.
Beck, if you feel that you need to go and personally hunt down whoever you think wronged you, do it.
Alright. That's all I needed to know.
He will nod.
Gives a soft exhale and looks to Cup. Looks at a Kogi. I have a comment to catch.
No, but Bajeo, one more thing. I have scans of the area. If you're interested, send me a note and I can send them to you, okay?
He will raise an eyebrow and his eye flickers with recognition of what you mean, and he will nod. As you exit the palace. Okay, so let me see here. We gotta prep the ground floor real quick, because you guys are all going to meet up. Where's everybody?
Other people are having a nurse session, I guess.
Having a nurse session. There's really not much of a nurse session besides taking people where they need to go and patching them up and everything. Puru, you're at your house.
Yeah.
Some freaky stuff happened in your brain.
Hang on here.
You
Yeah,
know
that was-
forbidden juices.
Let's zoom in here. On Puru at his house.
Peru house, Peru house, Peru house.
He's just gonna mentally put the questions and all that away for the moment because he came here to do something. Yeah, we'll come to the house. Basically, coming for Peori. When he gets there, is Peori doing anything specific? I guess he.
Peori is painting the small Kyriakodon rocking toy. She's sitting on the floor of the living room with a couple of different little small pots of paint and a brush.
Just for quick clarification, do houses have fireplaces or anything like that?
Yes, they have little fire pits in them.
So he'll walk over. He'll sit down next to Peori.
She will clearly notice you and just says, "Hey."
Hey. It may seem like they may have came up to a decision quite quickly, but if you don't want me to do this, we're not homeless and such and all that, I'm perfectly willing to drop this. Sure, the thought of going after one of these swords that he has is exciting and exhilarating because they're just challenge, I suppose.
Puru,
Yes?
I am not afraid of you going and challenging the king or challenging anyone you want. Or having big dreams. Please, have them. and fighting for them, it's the common way. It's the way of Rubrandi. This is those are good things to pursue. But if you're going to pursue them, I want you to plan. I want you to know where they're going to go. And if we're starting a family,
If we're starting a family, I shouldn't put that at jeopardy. That's why I'm saying, if you wish for me to drop this, I am fully willing to drop this. I don't want to lose you or put you in a bad spot just because of my actions.
I don't want you to lose me. I want you to pursue. I don't want you to just drop things because you think that you can't do them. That is cowardice. And you're a big common row. You're strong. You are fast. Your claws are steel. I don't want you to want something and then grab at it without looking where you're going to land. I would like to land with you. If we are off to start a kingdom, if we're off to start a clan, then let's do it. No half measures. None of this, oh, I want to steal the king's sword. Haha! And no after planning. What if he comes and hunts you down? Where would you go? Would you just wander the wastes? Are we going to live in a tent, Puru? Are we raising our children in a tent?
I was thinking you were going to be thinking the other way. I wasn't expecting all of this.
I am a common, and you are my mate. That is what we do. And she will vigorously be painting little blue streaks on the back crests of the rocking Kyriakadon.
Right, recon. Yes.
Tell me if we're changing our colors.
I think I quite like these colors, if I'm being honest, but if we were to change them, probably not change them for quite some time. Sure, ambition is good and all, but if I've learned anything in my life, tempering it with wisdom, and as you said, planning, is the way to go rather than just...
That is exactly what I'm asking you to do. Puru, you are a roe. Do you have a tree out there somewhere? Or do you know one that you could claim and make yours? I don't know. Take one.
Perhaps, but my tree that I came from and a lot of others destroyed when the Maganis came. I and my family had been, or at least taken in and watched over for some time. Eventually, I made my way here. So I won't necessarily have claim on any tree or anything, but finding one, perhaps that is something I could do.
So, let's back up. You want to take a sword?
Yes. But I'm starting to think I don't need to take one of the king's swords.
Oh yeah?
There are 3 others. I don't know how to explain it proper, but when I was on my way here, I felt connected to my team, all of them. I felt questions being asked, being posed, or offer to be answered. It seems the red team, as they like to call them, the ones that have the heraldry of the seventh claw, it seems they're preparing for something. Or at least their leaders. He has a sword.
A
Big
sword?
stuff of nothing clarifying, but it sounded like it in this weird feeling. This weird psionic thought speaker, whatever. It seems like he wishes to claim this tree from our king. And he has everything he necessarily needs. I would hazard a guess. A chiral blade.
He would have to have a chiral blade.
Yes,
to
to have
do
some
it the
sort of
clean
claim.
way, I suppose.
Eh,
You can't let him get to the king before you get to him. Because if he gets to the king will simply wipe the floor with him and take it, and then he'll have 4 swords.
I don't.
You have to intercept him, Puru.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I have to get to him before he gets to the king, but
She's got a fire in her eyes, like this is actually an actual chance.
yes. I
If you
get
can
that. I
take
get
that
it.
sword and not let the king find out about it, then we're set. We just go.
Yeah. I get that, but I'm in the sort of that thought speaker connection. It seems the one who has it is planning to grow stronger through the. You can stop me whenever, but I don't know like how fully information I have from all that.
No, that's what you got. Everything you heard in that conversation.
It seems he's conducting seventh claw rituals of exaltation or something to grow in strength, to siphon the power of others. It seems like the first victim has happened.
Priori will smile a mischievous smile. What if you did that?
That's a fair thought, but I have no idea how to conduct such a ritual. And besides,
Oh,
I would have to.
you silly male. Some of us are better, are meant for more things than housekeeping and painting. As you can tell, that she's actually terrible at painting this thing. Some of us know what we're doing, and she will paint a small seventh claw symbol on the side
Oh,
of the thing.
Yes!
Oh my god. Wait, are you saying she's a part of the seventh claw?
I thought she was Peru's gonna be a bit wide-eyed because I thought she was a moon priestess.
I am. The better kind.
Oh, you're just a psycho!
And that's where we will end the session.
No,
This is so good!
No.
No.
My god.
Oh god.
That is crazy.
I want to thank all our side viewers. This was a fun,
Bro.
heavy, very lore-heavy session.
What a session to watch.
And I was
It's
just
a
thinking,
psycho.
like, it's kind of sad that we don't have any seventh claw in our party and all that. Like, it could be so cool to explore. You got it. It's right there.
No, they're not
She's
the
there to
bedroom,
seduce you.
Speaking of which, I need to talk to Waymaker and like actually get if Peru's backstory, like where he came from, is going to be brought up. I need to actually get that solidified.
Yeah. Throw that together,
Oh.
man. Ask me.
Also,
anything.
if is next week when everyone's gonna go to the other tree because Beck's not going.
It'll be, I don't know,
Next
next
session.
session maybe.
Currently, we have the 15th would be when it is.
Yeah, I
everybody
think
good
so.
for the
Make
15th? Everybody free?
I'm
Are
checking.
we off live
Yeah.
here? Are we
I'm
done
about
recording?
to stop the recording. Thanks everybody for watching.